Kweku Aduboli, a new entrant to the Bankers' Hall of Fame, or should that be Hall of Shame? The London-based trader of the giant US bank UBS is alleged to have racked up unauthorised losses of £1.3 billion. Hours after UBS uncovered the eye-watering loss, Mr Aduboli was arrested.
At 1 a.m. this morning, the City of London police were contacted by UBS about an allegation of fraud by one of their employees. And at 3:30 a.m, detectives from our force arrested the 31-year-old man on suspicion of fraud by abuse of position.
Here at UBS's sprawling network of offices in the heart of the City of London is where the alleged rogue trader worked. His colossal losses are likely to tip this giant bank back into loss for the latest 3-month period. But it's not the money, but the embarrassment that is likely to prove most painful, because this is a bank that after the great crash of 2008 claimed it was taking much less risk. UBS was among the banks worst hurt by the last banking crisis, incurring losses of more than £35 billion. Bailed out by the Swiss government, it changed its management and the way it does business. So what went wrong?
You can put in these technological systems that limit how much people can trade, but in the end the problem is if you're employing intelligent people and they want to get round these systems, there is a chance they will find a way. That is why what's needed is a moral compass from the top of the organisation, so people know what's right, know what's wrong, and they don't even think of doing these sort of things in the first place.
So if it turns out that Kweku Aduboli is a big-time rogue trader, how would his loss of £1.3 billion rank against other rogue traders? Well, the biggest loss ever, £4.3 billion, was racked up in 2008 by the French dealer Jérôme Kerviel at Société Générale. That's rather more than the £827 million loss of Britain's most famous rogue trader, Nick Leeson, who destroyed the venerable merchant bank Barings. After Kerviel was arrested in France, the British regulator, the Financial Services Authority, put pressure on banks to tighten up their scrutiny of traders. So, if that hasn't worked, what might?
Unless you separate out that Wild West casino operation from the world of banking inhabited by ordinary men and women in the high street and ordinary businesses, we're in real trouble. And that's what Sir John Vickers and his Banking Commission proposed earlier this week, and it's why we've got to get on with implementing that report as fast as possible.
This advert is how UBS likes to see itself, a virtuoso in the global world of banking. It's been humiliated by the alleged attempt to forge a solo career by one of its bankers. Robert Peston, BBC News.